Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we will explore what message you urgently need to know about. We will also pull some inspiration from the autumn equinox coming up. And by the way, if you want to enjoy this reading, if you want to give some love, go ahead and hit subscribe. Subscription is the best and a free way to support the channel. And also comment down below which part of this reading resonated with you most. I read all of your comments and I really appreciate them. We're going to start out with your coffee cup, then we're going to dive into your special spread for this timeline. Let's see what is urgent that you need to know about. There's a tears of joy coming forward. It seems like there's still some time, maybe timeline-wise, it looks like 7. Maybe 8. That can be 8 weeks or within 8 days. You're going to receive some news, okay? I see someone coming. They have a cup in their hand, but as well as a whip on the other hand. So you might get an offer really quick and very soon. And this is in your heart space. So this might be even some place that you want to be a part of. I see a letter C and S right there. It can be in the name of a company. Caesars. Now I'm thinking. This person seems like you're offering you something emotionally fulfilling, but the whip in their hand is showing you this is not a good option. This is not, maybe they might actually ask for more than they tell you that is going to be necessary if this is a job. This doesn't mean that you have to give up on that, because I see there's a legal paper showing up here. There's a paper, a shape looks like a paper showing up here. In one of the readings I saw like on Instagram, there's a message that I don't see what's writing on the paper. This is not an actual paper. This is a shape, looks like a paper here. We interpret symbols. So the thing happens here is this person maybe is telling you you're going to get this much of a salary, this much of that, and then maybe they're not going to pay overtime and they're going to force you to have overtime all the time. And that can be the line that you should be drawing before you sign the paper or start working there. That's the whip that you don't know about. That requires asking a lot of questions. Aquarius, you're highly intellectual. You'll probably know what to ask in order to get the right answers. And that will be really helpful and even create this strong communication line. So you're going to be honest with the other person and they're not going to have any chance to be honest with you. I see that another thing showing up clearly, that you're entering into like a building here. In this building, I see the symbol of Aries. There might be someone who like to explore new options, someone who has this kind of like, I see even the face of a person right there. You can see the eyebrows, the nose, and the goatee, and their head kind of looks like their hair. They have also maybe like a diploma rolled up on top of their head. This can be someone who has education, higher education too. Seems like these people are... this person is actually looking at another person right there, which is standing on the letter S. S can be supervisor, and I see another bigger person, a character here. There are 3 people significant in the scene. One of them is the genius, the other one is the supervisor. The last one can be the financier, the bigger part of it, the whale part of it. Seems like here, if you have like, maybe you're the genius, by the way, you have a desire, something that you want to create. This is the season to plant the seeds. We're also going towards the Libra equinox, which is the autumn equinox. And this is going to equalize the day and night. Autumn time is usually about time to honor your harvest and express gratitude for the fruits of your hard labor, and also prepare for the quieter season. But it seems like though you're not going to be stagnant. That's another thing urgently you should know, because maybe you're feeling like we're going into the calmer season now. We're not going to rush things. Maybe for some of you, if you are in the southern hemisphere, I'm going on a vacation now. I'm going to have rest. It's not going to be that kind of a rest. It is going to be something that you love doing, something you're passionate about. It can be even indicative of partnering with the people that are aligned with you, or you're going to create amazing outcome together, okay? But there's a building. So you might find yourself inside of a building with these 2 people. Another energy that I'm catching here is there's a master with a long beard. I see there's like a person, looks like a feminine character. The master is tying a belt around the feminine female character here. The belt can be like the master. I'm thinking the belt that actually the first thing came to me is Taekwondo or maybe karate, Kung Fu, kind of like an upgraded belt that you're getting. Doesn't have to be specifically sports, but this is about a skill that you have. Maybe some of you are taking an extra class of that. Or maybe some of you are already on a master level, maybe renewing your vows about something. Okay. Another thing can be here. You have also the crown. Maybe the master is leaving now. Now you're going to be the ruler of this thing. You're going to be the teacher of this module. So there is an authority being handed over to you. I'm saying that you're receiving it because the feminine energy is a receiver, masculine energy is a giver. But for some of you, maybe you are the one retiring it. In this case, maybe you are the one handing over the authority. I don't see any despair on his face. I don't see any anger or anything like that. I feel like this is something you're going to, if you're the one handing it over, or if the person receiving it is very intense and maybe they are fearful because they don't know what to do. They have a loyal companion right behind them, somebody supporting them. However, it can be like really high maintenance or high responsibility thing you're going to take over if you're the one taking over. But if you're the one giving the authority away, this is going to really calm you down. This is going to really relax you. If you even have hesitant, like if you're hesitant about, should I let this go? Should I let it be? Should I just keep going? Maybe I shouldn't just trust this with anyone. Seems like here, as soon as you hand it over, you're going to feel this relaxation. Maybe the responsibility goes off of you. It's going to relax you into the moment. You're going to be able to enjoy this coming up autumn season. If you're not in autumn, it's okay. This might be a spring equinox for you, but it's overall a relaxation season, okay? Another thing behind, ladies, there's a roof right here. Roof can be symbolizing maybe entering into a new space. And under that, I see there are bunnies actually jumping. So this can be you becoming responsible of a lot of money, resources, managing resources. Maybe you're going to start working with a factory that will have a lot of resources that you're going to allocate, or in a company that you're going to start doing things. And I see also a vulture right there. You see an old vulture, and even the oldest things has to let themselves go. The thing is, this can be when you go under that roof, there are vultures symbolize cleansing. Okay, maybe there are certain structures that you need to let go, even though you see this sad face right here, it just doesn't make you happy at all. That's another thing that you need to face urgently and recognize. This can even be, the roof can indicate maybe a relationship that you are in right now, a friendship that is not really serving you anymore. It's just stealing your energy all the time. It is time to say goodbye to it, okay? Because there are two different pathways opening in front of you. And if you still carry that weight, you're not going to be able to see the other pathways because your back is towards the pathways. You're not turning around and seeing the opportunities. I see there's a big bird in your heart space. You can see its little legs, but it's a big chubby bird. Bird can indicate some good news that you're going to be receiving. Okay, some birds are indicative of news in the air. But this is a big chubby bird, can be symbolizing material news you're going to receive. Maybe there's a check in the mail coming forward. Maybe there is something left for you, or a gift coming from a relative, a loved one. Maybe something in the mail is actually coming towards you. This can even be for some of you. I know it's too out there. Maybe something that you have ordered and got lost in the mail. It can show up as well. And it can show up in a fat bird, meaning in a very satisfying manner for you. When it comes, it's gonna hit the spot. It's gonna really satisfy you when it shows up, okay? Let's see what else we have here. I see clouds around you. This can be maybe towards the end of this timeline, equinox, and there's a bird again holding a ring. Some of you might be getting a commitment offer. Maybe you're a freelancer. This can be a long-term financial security. It can be a long-term contract. For some of you, if you have been in a relationship, it can be the ring actually coming to surface and the commitment coming forward here, because right under the ring I see right there like a king or queen. I cannot really tell, but I can see the crown here. The crowning, the crown, this is usually like the tiara is the symbol of like merging together, like a ceremony. It's a ceremonial thing. So there might be some wedding parties also maybe calling you over that you're going to be attending end of the season, okay? I see number 3 here. Number 3 can also indicate that this creative thing you're going to start doing, or this, if this is a creative thing you're going to be attending, it might require your creativity. It might require you to do something creative for that environment. Or maybe you're the wedding planner here. Your commitment offer is signing a contract with you and telling you, okay, now you take over it. Now you organize it, you design it, will show up there. Okay, it can be something like that too. Overall, maybe you're not doing this as a profession. This is something that is going to be asked. And I see a leaf right here. Kind of looks like a clamshell as well. Maybe there is like a gem or like a pearl that is hidden inside of. Today I saw like people collecting clams, wild clams out of like mud. So it can be something in the mud that is going to carry a gem, a pearl inside of it that you're going to step in. Maybe you're going to take the chance to take the commitment, which is going to turn out to become something very useful for you. Okay. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific desire, a question, intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be. I see there's a male figure standing here, and he has like maybe a rifle or a sword in his hand. Your desire seems like it's gradually happening. It's like taking a couple pauses in between, but it's just moving very fast when the time is right. And the thing is, someone is poking inside of your boundaries here with their sword. So there might be a person that is actually, I see that you have your growing horns right there, meaning like you're growing resilience and stubbornness because of this person's attitude. But this is not a bad thing. Maybe there's something you're taking lightly, which you're turning into a butterfly here, going through a metamorphosis. There's a situation that you're taking lightly, you're not really drawing the boundaries. Maybe you're being like calm with this person, trying to be patient with this person. But it seems like here, this is also a contract, a soul contract. They're showing up so you can fully show up as who you are, as like protecting your boundaries, saying no to this kind of like obnoxious behavior. And another thing here, there are two big fish actually merging together. This kind of looks like money bags as well. There might be also something at stake that needs to be split up. It's split up already. Maybe some part of it yours and some part of it belongs to other. But maybe they're trying to take it all. So you can step up and say, this is my part of the chunk. Let me get that. So that's why it can be showing up here. This doesn't mean that dwell on the negativeness of the situation. You see, there are two things that like needs to be split up, and you are going to speak up in order to receive that. I see there's a pig's face here. That's why I feel like this is money. Another thing in your heart space, there's a lock right there, and I see two people's face here, 3 of pentacles forming here. So this can be symbolizing maybe you have something, a desire, but it might require some people coming together and to build that. Or it can be like you doing 3 different things to make this happen. Maybe you are only a writer, but it requires you to look for an editor too, okay, instead of expecting someone to find you, and or go through, do the vocabulary check, like the grammar check on the thing. Maybe that's not what you do, but this time around, this requires you to do the 3 things at the same time. It can be a little burdenous at first, but I feel like you're going to get the flow, and you see the pathway, at least like at first it's a little bumpy road, but it just gets very smooth and smooth sailing, smooth like a sliding like butter off of it. Okay, it looks like that. Let's dive into your tarot now. We're going to start with, first of all, what have you planted that will be ready to harvest this season? Let's see what that is, okay? And then we're going to move on to the other questions. I prepared a special spread. What have you planted? Temperance, patience. It seems like here, maybe you're learning that there are certain things takes some time to grow. Okay? Sorry about that. That was my daughter entering in. And what have you planted? You planted some patience, okay? You see how beautiful the colors are on this deck, by the way. The blue and the yellow like reflecting off of each other. Balance, that's what you're learning, okay? Balancing yourself out. Maybe you are actually overworking yourself, overthinking situations. Another thing here that you need to consider. And that is maybe what's pulling all the energy out of you, maybe causing you to lose hope on the things that you have already manifested, but you didn't see the material result yet. Seems like here, this is what your planted seed is. Having patience with yourself, towards what's coming your way. And also maybe because in the Temperance in the original card, what we see, there's a sun shining on the background. Until the sun shines over you, until you get your desire, balancing the water with the earth. Do not step into anything with both feet, or just do not experiment and stay on the earth completely. Means that you can go ahead and explore new things, and you can also enjoy the water a little bit. And also ground yourself into where you are as well at the same time. You can manage that. You can make that happen. What can you do now to ensure most bountiful harvest is break yourself out of the bounds of your mind. Seems like there are multiple options in your mind or multiple creative ideas, but because you're feeling like you're limited, physical limitation that you're feeling around you, it seems like you are actually stuck there. What we have here is she's not stepping in the quicksand. She's stepping into the regular sand. So you can walk on the sand. It is a challenge. It's not the most pleasurable thing to do. However, still, you can get out of it. You don't have to get stuck in it. Even if there's a situation that you think is going to hold you back, it seems like here, as soon as you step out of it, you're going to have the most bountiful harvest. We have Queen of Cups coming forward here. And Queen of Cups, this is actually, I want to see more. No, this is actually different. That's why I want to pull more. This is the thing. The same placements with a Gemini. This too came forward. And what changes should you make so you can be more prepared? Queen of Cups is self-love, okay? That's why if you have Gemini in your chart, go ahead and check that one out, because there might be a special message for you there too. Queen of Cups is self-love. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to be prepared for the upcoming season. Okay, the more you're going to have space to expand. Because if you make a mistake and if you keep making yourself feel guilty about your mistake, you're not going to have progress. But it seems like there's a lot of progress with the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of progress in front of you. So be patient with yourself. Be loving towards yourself, because that's where the growth is. And the mistakes you're going to make, or the wrong decisions that you're going to make, is going to actually lead you towards the right outcome, the progress, because you're going to switch them right away. This is about what must you shed in order to preserve your energy. Knight of Swords is the energy of rushing things, wants to see result. You want to see result right away. You want it yesterday, but it's not showing up. This is draining you out. So that's the energy of the Knight of Swords. If you want progress, you need to be gentle with yourself, and you need to shed the rushing energy. You need to, if you're feeling like I need to take care of things, I need to get things done, it's so urgent. This is basically telling you this is your analytical mind, but there's also an energetic body you have, and that energy is leading you towards your highest good in the best possible way. Maybe there are some things that you really want to do or you need to take care of at this moment. I'm not talking about do things right now. I'm talking about maybe there is something due in 3 weeks and you're feeling closed up inside of the house and you want to take a walk outside, but you're thinking, oh, I need to finish this up, but you still have time. Go take that walk. Go get a good coffee for yourself. Or if you don't like to buy coffee, you might actually go have like a sit on the park, enjoy the birds singing, and do something that will really stimulate you. And then with that energy, bring it back to your project, because it's going to be much more faster to finish when you feel that way. How can you connect further with this season? Three of Swords, the heartbreak. And heartbreak that has been in the past. I want to see the Tower. Something that has happened, I feel like, was a destruction. And it wasn't really something that is working perfectly. It was a structure that was already crumbling. And this can be a relationship, friendship. This can be maybe in the workplace that you're working. Some things are actually changing that you don't really have control over. And that's causing heartbreak to you, okay? How can you connect is, first of all, connect with the pain first. Why are you so fearful? Why are you so sad? Why this is actually seeming like an end to you? Why don't you see that there's something new actually coming out of it? This is a time for you to take a break and rest and heal yourself, heal your heart, and heal your mind. Maybe this is something that drained you a lot. Now it's crumbling down. It's not really looking good, but I feel like this is going to end up being something very good for you at the end. But you need to understand it first. Let's see the clarifiers. What have you planted? Justice. Temperance. Right after temperance, it is coming to justice. So if you're wondering, the crown will be yours? Yes, right there. The crown will be yours. The crown in the distance of the temperance card will be yours. You will get recognition. You will get what's fair for you, what you deserve, and justice will be served. If there's a situation that you actually forced, the temperance tells me you're not going to force it that much. You're just going to balance it out. And when you are in that balanced, good, confident state of being, you're going to attract more of it in a very celebratory fashion. I feel like your justice not only being fair, but also like receiving what's meant for you in a very fair way, which you will be able to celebrate it eventually, okay? Now, what can you do? Yeah, break out of your bonds and follow what your passion is. That's what Knight of Wands energy, what you're passionate about at the moment. It doesn't have to be lifelong passion that you need to invest in all your worth. It doesn't mean that. Knight of Wands is whatever actually at that moment makes you happy. The sand on the background, instead of just getting stuck in the sand, move further in the sand, okay? Run through the sand. There are pyramids on the background, indicates the high, powerful energy that will be supporting you when you start taking action. And the action can be one step at a time. It doesn't have to be completing a whole thing. Maybe you want to read a full book and like 600 pages and you want to read it in one day. It doesn't mean that. It means that read it on your own pace and then you will get there eventually, okay? And you can take your life as a book as well. What changes should be made? Self-love will give you passion, ideas, inspiration. The more you take care of yourself, your own needs, journaling, sleeping, meditating, buying yourself flowers, buying yourself something that really energetically lifts you up, small things, it doesn't have to be massive, is going to bring some inspiration into your life. That inspiration can be even the way to prepare you to new changes, okay? What must you shed? The Devil, the Knight of Swords, rushing yourself, being obsessed with the outcome and thinking that the outcome will never serve you, or you have to. That's the thing. There's like a therapist friend of mine. He says that those have-tos are actually the devil that are tying us down. The word is I want to. So if you can turn those have-tos into want-tos, I was supposed to do into want-tos, it can really heal the way you live your life as well, okay? How can you connect? Connect with the heartbreak, connect with whatever has actually crumbled down, understand this has happened for a reason. The reason is gonna pop up to you, what you learned out of that experience, and what's gonna happen that you're going to actually have massive progress when you understand why certain things happen, what you learned out of it, and heal through the heartbreak. See the tower crumbling down is going to give you new opportunity to build a new thing. This will actually help you move on from that situation, that broken stuff, to a new city. Have massive progress. Discipline is important because Chariot has that discipline inside of it. But what's going to happen is you're going to have massive progress when you approach situations for understanding, with the intention to understand why that happened, okay? Now let's get to your oracle. We're going to look at what should you cultivate more to resolve. If there's a situation, a problem, I feel like that can be the problem. This can be the problem as well. And understand a certain situation, why this is happening. Okay, let's see. Awareness. I feel like this fully has awareness energy. Become aware of 24 is number 24 is makes 6, which is unconditional love. Give yourself the unconditional love and understand why certain things are happening. Okay, becoming aware doesn't have to be only be aware of the things happening in your life. It can be even becoming aware of your breath, the moment to moment, staying in the moment. Okay, watch yourself as if you were watching a sunrise, like with joy, and that will give you an idea why certain things are happening, or you made the certain choices in the past. That will clarify that, and it will give you clarity of where you are now and where you are going. Okay, and what you can do is here do a slow body scan. That's the awareness energy. You can, from top of your head to the toes, you can actually just focus on each body part and the muscle and feel yourself that way. That's a good awareness practice. And you can record how you spend your time in hourly increments. Also, you can make a detailed list of the things that you're eating. That's a good way to become aware of what's going on going through your body. Also, recording your thoughts will give you the awareness what you're thinking. Are you thinking against your desired lifestyle, against your desire, or towards it? Okay, that will give you the awareness as well. No. Okay, so let's pull your further guidance and affirmation for this timeline. Let's see what you need to know more. My heart resonates with the wonderful beat of the universe. Gemini, I got the same thing, guys. Your energy is the Gemini. Maybe that's why you are in a distance, in maybe connection with a Gemini. I feel like that's why you keep getting the same. Not the same, but these three are the same cards, okay? Another thing here is Gemini has a problem with the decision making. Maybe you're in the crossroads of making a decision. That's why this is actually coming to you to tell you that when you give more self-love, follow the passion, become aware, your heart is actually aligning everything with the universe. Whatever is in your heart, it is going to show up in your reality. You're going to be able to make that decision faster, okay? And another thing here, I am safe to explore new love with others. Okay, that's a good one too. Maybe you are in a relationship that requires you to pay more attention to your heart. So explore new friendships, new people, new environments that will make you feel safe this timeline, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.